Hi folks, Solomon Blaylock here with Woodbury University, here today to speak to you for a few minutes about Open Educational Resources, or OER, and an exciting initiative that we've launched at the library to encourage their adoption among Woodbury University faculty. First of all, what are open educational resources? UNESCO defines them as teaching, learning, and research materials in any medium, digital or otherwise, that reside in the public domain or have been released under an open license that permits no cost access, use, adaptation, and distribution by others with no or limited restrictions. Why adopt OER? Research demonstrates that adopting OER may contribute to higher enrollment numbers and greater student satisfaction and retention, including among traditionally underrepresented groups. Perhaps the most obvious benefit that students get from adopting OER is a cost benefit. There were more than 150 different texts that were required for Woodbury University classes in the fall of 2020. Some of them cost in excess of $100, $200, or even $300 new. Students frequently, it has been demonstrated, choose not to purchase required texts because of costs, even when concerned that their grades are going to suffer as a result. The material costs associated with courses impact which courses and how many courses students take. When we adopt OER, it's a way for us to say to students, these concerns are valid, they mean something to us, and we're going to do something about them. Faculty who adopt OER often report benefits to their pedagogy, increased classroom engagement, and other benefits. When faculty adopt OER, they reinforce the visibility of these resources in higher learning at a time when the trail is still being blazed. Of course, OER have been around, people have been talking about it for a while, but it takes time for a sea change to take place. And adopting OER is a way for us to demonstrate that we are committed to the free and open exchange of information. Now, on to the initiative that we have launched at the library. We are looking for applicants. We're looking for faculty members who are willing to replace a required text or texts totaling $100 or more new with existing OER for the upcoming academic year, so for the fall and spring semester. We have a total of $3,000 to work with, so that's 6 awards of $500 each. There are some obligations that come along with the award, one of which is meeting at least twice during the remainder of the spring semester with a member of the project team to discuss OER options. The project team is made up of Jared Cowing, our systems librarian, Ayana Gaines, our diversity, equity, and inclusion librarian, and me. The second obligation is to work with the project team to finalize and briefly report on plans for OER replacement by June 1st. So just what the plans are for the coming academic year. And then by August 9th, we ask that you submit a copy of the syllabus for the fall semester, including the newly selected OER. The financial awards will be distributed in mid-August. And after that, we ask that you commit to meeting with the project team or a representative twice more, once in the December of 2021 and once in May of 2022, to discuss assessment, to discuss how things are going, and to sort of put a fine point on the entire process. An application is now available on our new OER LibGuide. You probably got this link from that guide, so you know where that is. If you don't, then we'll make sure to post a link to that LibGuide in the description to this video. The application period runs for the entire month of February, and at the beginning of March, awardees will be selected and notified. Let's see, a couple of additional notes. The project team has committed to reporting out on the progress and the culmination of the project in September of 2021 and September of 2022, respectively. As for the application process itself, it should be pretty self-explanatory. There's a Google form to fill out, and we look forward to hearing from you. I should note that our aims are twofold with this project. One is to facilitate the adoption of OER here at Woodbury. The second is to support the growing OER movement. And toward the latter end, we are encouraging faculty to adopt true OER, which is to say materials that are freely distributed and that allow free and perpetual permission to use any of what are called the 5 R's, to retain the right to make, own, and control copies of the content, reuse, the right to use the content in a range of ways, in class, study groups, on a website, videos, etc. Revise, the right to adapt, adjust, or modify the content itself. Remix, in a similar way, the right to combine the original or revise content with other materials to create something new, and redistribute. The right to share copies of the original content, your revisions or remixes with other folks. That having been acknowledged, our primary goal is to promote usage here on campus, so we are open to other possibilities. And that is pretty much it for now. We hope to hear from you sometime soon. Like I said, the application is on the LibGuide. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with any of us on the project team. Once again, that's me, Solomon Blaylock, Jared Cowing, and Ayana Gaines. Thank you for your time and attention, and hope to speak with you soon.